There are mistakes I made in my past, and sometimes you look back and you're like, I wish I had someone to tell me, to share an experience with me, to share wisdom with me so that I do not make those mistakes. It would really have been a pleasure for me back then. Because most of the things I know now are self-taught. I didn't get an opportunity of people sharing their experiences with me at various stages of life as a youth growing up. And today, I just thought I should share some of the mistakes I feel I made, and maybe this video could be helpful to a youth out there, or to someone who's still in their early 20s and that. First and foremost, when we're growing up, we have those lists of our ideal partners. You want some, I was young, I was after secondary, because I kept myself safe. I kept myself safe until I finished my secondary. I never got any boyfriend till I finished my secondary. So joining university, I really felt I was ready. Actually, I felt like I was too old to be a virgin. I should have got someone. I should have got someone in secondary. You keep having those weird thinkings. I should have got someone when I was in secondary, like my friends. And when you're in secondary, those people who have boyfriends make you feel like you people who don't have boyfriends are dumb, you're stupid, you're ugly, you're not enough, like you do not, like, how can you be there without a boyfriend? So I had my list, as much as I didn't have a boyfriend then, but I knew, we all have those ideal people we want in our lives. I wanted someone tall. Tall was number one on the list. Good looking, he must be handsome. He must have that well-built body. I didn't actually want someone who goes to the gym, not necessarily that, but someone must have a body like someone must be presentable, someone, and you may be able, like, this person should step out and they all look at us. Wow, what a lovely couple. I had such things on my list, and trust me, after secondary, when I was joining university, that I had that exact person I wanted in my head. And since I was available, thinking I was too old to be single, I got a boyfriend. Mistake number one. I could have kept myself more. My body was still strong, my brain was still strong, and I could still wait. If I had someone to tell me what you're doing, keeping yourself a virgin, it's normal, But we were living in a generation where they show you that being a virgin, wow. Like, I don't even know how to say it, but they make you feel like you're so backward. Like, you do not understand things. You do not know what's going on, So you also want to fit in the trend. You want to show or they actually win your mind, and they make you feel like, really, I'm too old. I should have lost my virginity earlier, So that was mistake number one that I do not want young girls there to make. Girls out there should know being a virgin is okay, and keeping yourself till your wedding is still okay. Not only for Christians, but for your dignity, it's still okay. So if I had the patience to wait throughout secondary, why did I give up now when I was joining university? It was only 3 years to finish university. I could have waited, or maybe got someone, and But anyway, that's mistake number one. So mistake number two is having a thinking that he should look like this, thinking it's all about the looks, presentation, and all that. Hey, a good man sometimes doesn't come well packaged as you had designed him on paper. Sometimes a good man will come totally different from what you have on paper. And he's the person who's going to give you peace of mind, who's going to understand you, who's going to support you, who's going to give you care. So do not be lied by the looks, by those who have those very charming looks, by those very nice smell perfumes and all that. I really wish I knew. I really wish someone told me earlier the way I'm telling you now. It's not about the looks. Actually, people who have those very charming men are really crying, are shedding tears. Most of them, they are the ones taking every responsibility at home. Because those very charming men think, when I have the looks, girls will come running. I don't need to provide. She needs me. She loves me more. I'm good looking. People out there are looking for me, Young girls out there, that's yours. The other mistake I feel I made is when I became pregnant, at least I was like, I made a right decision to keep my baby. Yeah, other girls would have aborted. But I decided to keep my baby, and I was still in second year. When I became pregnant, I decided to move out. I felt like I can't have this baby home. My dad trusts me so much. I was this disciplined girl. He doesn't hear anything about me. He knows I'm fine. So I really didn't want him to change what he thought about me. So when I became pregnant, by the time I became pregnant, I had a small boutique. So I talked to my boyfriend and I told him I need to move out. I can't wait till my belly shows to leave home. So my dad asked me, why do you want to leave? I was like, since I'm working now, I said I had my small boutique. I was like, since I'm working now, I thought I should get a house, because I really feel bad coming and knocking, and sometimes you're the one opening for me. I don't feel like I'm being respectful. And my dad was like, have you really given it a good thought? I was like, yeah, I've given it a good thought. He was like, okay. He thought about it, and I was like, okay. Because he knew I always gave myself time to make decisions. He knew maybe that's what I really needed at that time. He didn't force me to stay. And going to rent, my darling, still when you want those very beautiful houses, it was me. So I got an apartment. It was two very spacious rooms, self-contained toilet, bathroom inside, kitchen inside, everything was there, parking. Yet I didn't even have a car. I didn't even know the price of cars. Hey, can you imagine? So they told me the house was 250. They first told me it's going to be 150, but then you have to pay 50K for electricity every month. Then you have to pay 50K for the water tank that brings you water, because where we used to stay, it was a hill, and National Water hadn't yet whatever the water there. So I had to pay 250 a month, yet I didn't even have a stable job. I had a boutique, So how I wish someone had told me, do you know, go into that big house when you do not even have things to put in the house? That was me, my darling, for you. I didn't have things. I had more than 100 pairs of shoes, clothes, and so I had cases, shoes, and bags. And my gas. A plate, some few plates, and, cups. So and curtains inside the house, The house is big and empty. But because I wanted something beautiful for myself, I wish someone told me earlier that, hey, you can get one room and still design it and make it wow, than wasting money on a big house when you don't really need it. All people in that apartment, they used to have cars, they were married, and they used to have children. So I was the only single person there. Can you imagine how misplaced I was? I was really misplaced. I was in the wrong place, I knew. But I knew it late. At first I was like, wow, it's convenient. It's spacious, it's beautiful. There is no congestion. You know how those expensive houses can be. No congestion, no nothing. Right now, 250 may be a little money to you, but back then, when I was 20, it was much money. And I didn't have a plan of how I'm going to be paying this money. But all I had was faith. I didn't even have a bed. Can you imagine? I had a mattress and yeah, that's all. I could lie down like on my mattress. I could lay the bed down. I think I'll continue this video later.